Good Wednesday morning, YouTube! I have to have another enthusiastic intro because I haven't had one of those in a couple days, right? Anyway, today I have a few more filters to finish up and then I gotta tackle the back room, the stuff dealer picked up here over the last weekend. Before that, I need to start with my new school schedule. My new school schedule is basically I'm doing school in the afternoons, which I was planning doing that at home, but then I realized why do it at home when I can do with my nice keyboard, nice monitor, everything here? Of course, there are more distractions here, but there's distractions at home just the same. Whatever, anyway. Doing school here, I'm going to get on that. Then we're probably going back home. I'll update you before then. And if I get anything listed between then and now, I'll tell you about that too. Let's get into the vlog for today. Also, I did something kind of interesting yesterday. If you noticed here, let's see, 19 minutes, 48 seconds. My one scootering thing there went a little bit long. I decided to go for a little bit different style of editing. Just kind of raw, no music, that kind of thing. I've seen that with some other scooter YouTubers, and I've wanted to try it for a little while. But I didn't want to bog down the whole vlog and make it a 30-minute vlog that's mostly scootering, whatever, so I kind of separated those two, upload them separately. If you haven't seen either one of those, or you didn't know there was a real vlog, whatever, that's what's happening. Probably won't do that most days. This day I decided to do that. I had the crazy scooter check, scooter unboxing, whatever thing there. Okay, back home. Didn't update you before I left like I said I was going to, but basically the way these vlogs are going to go, I'm going to be doing school in the afternoon, so that's where I'll start the vlog. Then I'll go do some scootering, and then I'll come back to work. So if you want to skip to the work portion, I'll put a little thing there until they disable it. I guess they're going to be disabling annotations pretty soon, but you can skip to the rest of the business stuff if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, I'm going to go get some clips on the scooter. Let's just get a few warm-up clips here. First, let's go for a heel whip up here, and then a 180 double whip. I was like trying to do stuff up curbs. It helps your hop. Watch out for the wall there. Hey, there's a heel whip. Let's go for the 180 double whip. Oh, that's going to be tricky. I think I've landed one of those before, and that is definitely quite a hop up. Just an extra little hop. It really helps everything though. Like once you get them down up a curb, you'll be able to hop higher in real life. And flat. See? Let's go for a 360 bar spin up first. That second 3 bars, I kind of lost them. I got to practice those more. Double whip up first. For that's sketchy. I'm not sure. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it at that. Definitely need to practice that a little bit more myself. Well, like I said, I installed the pegs on the wrong side. Let's try a couple 50-50 stalls right here. See if I can get a switch 50-50 stall. Normal 50-50 stalls are backside. I want to try with front side. I was trying to do Smith stalls. I'm going for a 50-50. Nope, for the feeble. Got it. Let's go for that front side. Let's get. Ooh, it's kind of strange. Got it. Flip my bars around here and go for a peg stall like that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Way over. I don't know exactly how you stay in blunt stall. Blunt stall is when you're like that, or front blunt. What do they call that? Nose blunt? That's what it is. How do you actually stall like that, I wonder? They always sort of be in it for a second and then get out. You have to stay like that. So count like that. Try bar spin to manual. This is a trick you need to work out a little bit. It's a very street trick. A lot of people do this bar spin to manual, so I gotta get them down. Got it. Okay. Another thing I need to get is like whip to manuals and stuff. I'm not gonna practice that today. That's a whole nother thing. I only had one, I think, a while back. Those are sketchy. Go for a double heel whip a few tries. It's one of the next tricks I want to land. Yeah, I don't know if that's happening today. Getting closer and closer. I should try out the curb. That's what we'll do here in just a minute. Sometimes the curbs can help you a little bit. And sometimes not, but let's try it. Oh yeah, that helps a little bit. Not sure we're going to land it, but that definitely helps. Tad closer. Try another trick I only was able to land once, like a bar to tail whip. Bar to manual to whip, that's what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to try that bar spin to manual to heel whip for a little while. Basically, the bar to whip was not working out, so I landed a bar to whip. And now I'm trying to land my new trick for the day, which is a bar spin to manual to heel whip out, which is proving to be very difficult. Let's try a bunch more tries, see if I can get it landed. Close. Nope, not gonna be able to get it. Supper time, I'll be back after supper for a couple more clips. Okay, so I did some school there for a little while, decided not to continue the scooter session. Scootering will continue tomorrow. Let's get some work done, some stuff listed. So this is the expensive lens, if you remember, that we picked up at a pawn shop a while back for a few $100s, and I'm trying to get some very detailed photos of a couple of really tiny coating scratches that this has on there. Somebody requested more information on those because I listed as having a couple of very tiny coating scratches. I'll show you those pictures when I get them up on my computer. But it's taken me about 5 minutes just to get one photo of these because they are hard to see. But this just shows you how detail-oriented some of these camera people are and how you have to make sure to point every little defect. Let's get those pictures. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here's the photos here. And actually, it's kind of a funny story. I had to clean my lens on my camera here. My lens was a little bit dirty. And that was actually affecting my first batch of photos. So I had to clean the front and back and the whole inside of the camera there. Because I don't clean it very often. But these are super detailed, super hard to get photos. There's one of the scratches there. And there's the other little group of separation right around that area. And one little dot right there. So anyway, I uploaded those to the photo, or the listing. My point about this was that some of these little defects are pretty small and always gotta be paying attention. Of course, this is almost $1,000 lens. Actually, it's listed at over $1,000 right now, but on sale for just under with 10 watchers. So, just interesting little fact. 3 items listed. And it's pizza time! Whoa, there we go. Let's get some pizza. Crazy Pizza Life is up and running today. And with that one, which is the 10th listing, I am done with the filters for tonight. And almost done with the night. So I didn't get done with it super quick. Let's go to the back room and see what I have to list for tomorrow. I'm at 12:18, so around 40 more minutes. Which, with ending up and everything, it's probably more like 20 minutes to actually list something. Maybe I should try to get that Rolleiflex listed. We'll see. So not exactly sure how long this vlog is going to be. I know I had a little bit of scootering in there and a few other things, but not a lot of super content. And it looks like dealer cleared off the back room here, so I guess I'm going to have to ask him what happened to that stuff. Anyway, here's my punching bag that I bought a while back. The thing's like 100 pounds. And there's a sneak peek at this grind rail that I'm trying to put together. As you can see, it's kind of full of stuff right now. But I have 2 sections of 14-foot-long angle iron. And I think I have some footage somewhere, but I put this thing together in about like 5 hours of hand labor with a handsaw and like a screwdriver and a bunch of other stuff. It's pretty crazy a few months back. So that's coming up soon. Anyway, let's go figure out where that camera stuff ended up. We got the goods. Give some camera stuff here.
Camera stuff?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
On camera?
Yeah, on camera.
Oh.
So hold your hostage to the camera. Give it my stuff, right?
Yeah. It's dark back here.
Yeah. Clear my scooter stuff off here so I can make some room, I guess.
It's kind of just set in there.
Yep.
Have fun.
Should be fun. I have a Rolleiflex and a few other things there. Let's unpack it quick. Okay. Let's tow it up here, and starting off, I guess we have this case that the Rolleiflex stuff came in. Little accessories in there, so this will clear that out quick. Rolly can. With the various little accessories here. The case itself might be worth a little bit. So look it up. Certain ones are. Most of them are not. This one is probably from the 1950s and leather. So if it works reasonably, somebody might want it. It's not too dry rotted is the problem. Which this one looks a bit dry rotted. Nope, that's about it. Set that over here quick. And next up, I guess we have this Stuart Warner Hollywood model camera, which by the way, I looked that up. Not worth as much as I hoped. Still will sell for a little bit. But that's how some of that stuff goes. And of course, dealers buying cameras. So I probably would have bought two, so not his fault. Rolleiflex. There you go, that's the camera. N50 Nikon. A Canon bag with a S2 digital camera in there. There you a case that has this Minolta lens, Ricoh Single X TLS, this stylish tough little digital camera, charger for that, but I think we might actually have one, and a few various little things, and then the Rolly button adapter there. Okay, well, I'll definitely do some walkthroughs and stuff, some interesting stuff, as I go through listing of stuff. I think this is more interesting to show on camera, and those filters that's listing, that is the reason I wasn't really showing them. Kind of interesting, these are Koken, made in France. Now we're actually worth a lot, so don't pick those up. I listed them at $10 each, in nice shape, but for the most part, not crazy. Anyway, I think I'll try and get that Rolleiflex listed tonight, so let's try that out. So, how do you even go about testing a 1950s big old twin lens reflex Rolleiflex camera? There's about 15 or 20 different things to test on it. First off, let's get the lens cap off here, which a lot of these, they have a bayonet and a snap on the top. And then you look at the lenses, you have to check for haze, fungus, all that kind of stuff. That's just the basic stuff. There's two knobs on either side. One is shutter speed and one's aperture. Both of these seem to rotate pretty smoothly. Look down through the viewfinder, check the focusing mechanism. Try to go through this reasonably quickly if I miss anything. Check the focusing magnifier and the scope finder. Okay, so yep, just had to actually look at a tutorial on how to open this thing. Basically pull upwards on this, and then you pull this thing upwards, and then you push this down, and that turns into a scope finder. And also there's a magnifier in there. Here's a scope finder. You can look through there and see stuff. Two different ways. It's interesting. You can still look down too. It's fancy. And then if you pop that back up by pushing down the hood, then you can use this as a magnifier for critical focusing. So it's got all kinds of fancy features. The Rolleiflex was the top end twin lens reflex camera back in the 1950s, all the way from the late 30s through the 1960s, I should say. And this one is the lower end model, the 3.5, but still has all the features. This one, as you can see, has a roll of film in there to check if that's exposed or not. If it is, I'll probably sell that as an unsearched exposed roll of film. Do sell those. So then you have to check the aperture, which is operated by one of the knobs right here, which, if you can see it in there, there's an iris opening and closing. There you go. They're a little bit blurry. But anyway, that seems to work. Has minor oil, a bunch of different blades there, and then you have to check the shutter, which on these, in particular, basically you wind it, pull off the shutter guard, and if it's set on the shutter speed, which I'll check that quick. Shutter speed's on. 1 second. Oh, there you go. So you have to wind it, then you have to wind it back, and then put it in there. I'm going to have Rolleiflex to test it a little while, so whole new thing. And this one, unlike a lot you'll get, actually seems to work correctly. So it probably has been serviced recently. According to the roll of film in there, the roll seems reasonably recent. And basically we just test the shutters for sound and reasonable visual accuracy. We don't test them against machines or anything. And this one so far seems to be testing out pretty well, so I guess I'll put it through its paces and let you know what tested out. There's another thing here, you gotta check the film counter right there. We've actually had one returned because that little film counter window right there does not sync right with this. So there's like 50 different little things on this camera you have to check. Pretty complicated, one of the more complicated cameras because this was a high-end camera at the time. So as for cleaning these cameras, I just did a quick cleaning with a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol just around the knobs and in there and everything. We don't do anything crazy on these. This one here is actually pretty clean, so I don't have to do a lot, but basically just clean all the glass surfaces with a microfiber cloth and then with a Q-tip on anything else that has any dust on it. Try to get some nice photos, and then I guess I'll see if I can get that listed. So let's do that. One thing you do have to watch out for with these old cameras is peeling leatherette. People will definitely replace that. Unfortunately, my camera's not focusing there. Peeling leatherette, people definitely will replace that. All different colors, whatever. But you do have to mention that in the listing. In this case, that's how it is. One more quick intermission on the feature of this camera. This thing has way too many features, like I said. Whenever you wind the winder here, this actually resets the self-timer, which is by this lever right here. As you can see, that goes off, and that'll fire after, I don't even know how long it's set for, but let's say 10 seconds. So that's pretty interesting, that the winder is actually the one that winds that. Usually there's a separate self-timer lever. This thing's fancy. See if you press it again, doesn't do anything. Wind it up. Press it, goes again. Okay, so I'm going to have to ask dealer when we're going to leave here because it is 1 a.m. and we should be going home here pretty soon. So I might not get this listed, but if I do, I guess I will. Otherwise, here are the photos for that. Turned out pretty reasonable. I'll show you how I update or how I add additional photos besides the 12 to the listing because I do have more than 12 here. A way to add into the HTML code that basically you can just have a bunch. anyway. I'll probably add 12 of the better ones there, and then the rest will go in the bottom of the description. There are the photos. So here's the site we use for our large images, called JPEG Bay. Basically, you have a premium membership on here, so you can upload all these large images, copy and paste the HTML into eBay. I'll show you how that works right now. Basically, just copy the HTML from this place right here, go to the HTML of your listing, figure out where you want to put those. Which in this case, put it just below the included. Go for right about here, and then if we go, there you go. Been recording so much, my battery ran out. New battery in there. Like I said, show them off. There are all the photos in large size. I'll show up better when I finish listing. I have to copy and paste the description from the description box up here still, and then the listing should be finished. This is one of those listings where I actually have to write a complete listing or description from scratch. Say with the title, everything. Basically I do everything from scratch because we had no comparables. Has my Rolleiflex, which was not quite similar. So this whole description here is all from scratch. Wasn't too difficult, it all follows a very similar formula. A couple more things and I'll show you the final listing. Well, I'll have to say that dealer probably did pretty good on this one. I priced it, hopefully to sell, $490. I figure once it'll go on sale, that should sell pretty quick. Only comparable listed right now has 11 watchers in a lot worse shape for $400 plus $18 shipping. And there's a couple other similar ones listed all the way up to like the $600 or $700 mark. Probably more in that area, but that one's clean, lubricated, and adjusted. So this one's about that range. I think this will go pretty quick because of its condition and all that. Good description and all. And there's those large photos like I was saying. Okay, well I think that's where I'm going to end off the vlog for today. I got those filters done, and tomorrow I should have some stuff to work on there. Pull in all-nighter tonight. Gonna catch up on school some more. Wednesday seems to be all-nighter night. Seems to work out reasonably. So I guess you'll see more of me tomorrow morning. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for another vlog tomorrow. No out. Goodbye.